Hello guys, and welcome to another page featured in my double page layout series here on my YouTube channel. So with this particular one, I'm going to share with you how I incorporate some steel dies or some dies um, that is usually more commonly seen with card making into my double page layouts. So I've kind of pre-designed this page already, and I've cut the papers that I wanted to go with this. I like to always start with a white background, and my backgrounds are usually just the backside of a pattern paper that I don't like anymore or that I don't really care for. And so it saves me from buying white cardstock and also uses the stash that I already have. And then I just cut some pattern paper to go on the edges of it. I also like to have kind of a white background all around my page, and so I cut my borders about an eighth of an inch shorter than my pattern paper or my cardstock background, so that I will have that little edge of white peeking. So I'm just kind of rearranging my photos. This is one of those scrapbooks again that I've kind of laid out everything, and then I decided I should print out my journaling, and sure enough I had a lot more to say than what I had saved up as far as space in my scrapbook. So if you have not seen my first page for this series, you will see that in my YouTube channel and also in the playlist that I have created for this particular series. And in there you will find that sometimes I kind of get too excited about making a page, and I would lay out all my photos, and then I would forget that I have to add my journaling. And so one of the ways that I deal with that is to just rearrange things, and if I need to take out some photos I do, just because it's important for me to have a balance of photos and stories and products. So going back to this page, as you can see, I'm just adhering everything onto the background, and these photos are from a day trip that my family and I took in 2013, and we went to an art museum in Denver. I believe it's like the first Saturday or second Saturday of the month. They offer free entrance to go to the Denver Museum, and so that's what we did. And it's a really fun place to be, especially because I am a creative type, and so I like to look at all sorts of art installments. Some are, of course, not in my like I honestly can't see the art in certain things, certain ones, but for the most part, they all inspire me. So I'm kind of piecing back together some of the pattern papers that's left over from when I cut it, because I don't want the white paper showing in between my photos and the other elements that I put together. So I'm making sure that I put that in there so nobody will know that it's kind of just pieced together. So like I said in the beginning, this particular double page layout, or this particular episode in my series, I wanted to show you um, how you can incorporate the steel die cuts in your page that is usually created or used by card makers. I am a scrapbooker first and foremost, but I also dabble in making cards. And so with that, I have some tools that are mostly used by card makers nowadays. That's not to say that scrapbookers are not using it. I'm seeing it a lot more being used by card makers. So the two dies that I'm using here is a nested stitch die from Avery L, and then also a word die from Echo Park, and they're both cut from just scraps of paper. One is a orange glittered cardstock, and then a couple more for just regular cardstock. And then this is quite old thickers. It has kind of a leather or a faux leather texture on them. And I'm just going to spell day trip. My title actually is Wonderful Day Trip, and the word wonderful is cut out from a steel die cut. So that's what I wanted to focus on with this page, is that you can use some card making supplies if you are a card maker, like that's who you are first and just you're dabbling in scrapbooking, or you like the products that you've seen in card making videos, you can incorporate that in your two-page layouts. And the beauty about double page layouts, especially in my eyes, is that products are mainly there to be sprinkled onto your page once you've told your story and you've added your pictures. So I don't really get overwhelmed as far as the canvas is concerned, because I know that most of the space will be filled with pictures and photos. I mean, pictures and stories, sorry. Here, what I'm doing is I'm creating a visual triangle, and I'm actually using the word wonderful to create that. So I have a wonderful on my title, and then I'm adding a wonderful on this part where I have a circle die cut, and then I'm adding another circle die cut on the left page, and then I'm going to add another wonderful word there. I'm also going to add some flare badges on the center of it, just to kind of give it a little bit more dimension, because right now my layout is fairly flat. There is a lot of layering, but there is no dimensional element in there, and I like to have dimensions on my page as well. What I love about the die cuts being incorporated in scrapbook pages is that it gives you an instant embellishment. So you don't have to um, go and buy embellishments all the time, as far as stickers and rub-ons and all sorts of other embellishments. You can reuse your steel die cuts over and over again with your pattern paper and your cardstock, and then you will have a pre a perfectly matched element or embellishment to match your layout. So here are some close-ups, and thank you for watching. And if you like these series, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe. And I will see you when I see you. Bye, guys.